What's up, guys? I'm Made of Might, and today you're watching Movie Mods. At least I hope that's why you're here, because that's all I'm doing, modding something. Anyways, today we are celebrating Super Mario, Mario Party, Mario Tennis, all the Mario goodness that we got from E3 by making Bowser's Shell. Super excited. This is gonna be a fun one, you guys. So, we're gonna start with a handy dandy turtle shell. Ignore the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. We're going to transform this into Bowser using a few simple steps and a heck of a lot of paint. So guys, while you're in the chat watching me do this, I want to know, who's your favorite Mario Kart character? Who do you race as when you are playing Mario Kart? You would think mine would be Waluigi, but it is not. It depends on the game. If it's N64, I'm Peach. If it's like the Wii game or the Wii U, I would be Rosalina because she's my favorite. But okay guys, let me know. Let me know. We're going to start off by taking some green paint and painting our turtle shell green. We're gonna do that. So let me know. What's up? Wow, we already have some answers. You guys are fast. I'm about it. Let's see. We have Wario from Jordan. We have Mario from Julius, a classic. We have Yoshi from Amber, Yoshi from Tiana. And Kyle asks, is this a Ninja Turtle shell? Yes, it is. Because there are lots of awesome turtles in the nerd world, and we're just improvising because on Movie Mods, we take things that already exist that you can get easily at home, like this turtle shell from Amazon, and we change them up to be, you know, something else, a different character, whatever you want it to be. And today, that character is Bowser. So we're going to take it. This is kind of like an olive green to start, and we're just gonna do a very light basting of this. It's actually, I love this paint. It's called Hooker's Green. If anybody knows why it's called Hooker's Green, please let me know because I'm real curious. But we're gonna use a tiny coat of Hooker's Green on top of our olive green turtle shell to give it a little bit more of a cartoony Bowser look. Let's go. So much paint. Look at that. Look at that pretty green. Well, let's see. Oh, we have a few more. Bianca says Toadette. Toadette is a good one. Lady Toad. And Sean says Mario. La says Luigi. Lately he's been using Luigi. I guess he plays a lot of Mario Kart in his spare time. Has anybody played the Mario Kart drinking game? That's always a fun one. If you haven't, look it up, it's great. Let's see. Dade says Luigi as well. There's a lot of Luigis and a lot of Yoshis. I'm kind of surprised, but no Princess Peach yet or Rosalina. Come on guys, I can't be the only one. Let's see. Anastasia says Koopa Troopa. Now you just need to like a light coverage on this. Turtle shells realistically are a bunch of different greens, so if you still see some streaks and still see some of the olive through it, it's not a huge deal because it just looks a little bit more realistic. We don't need to have full coverage on this. Look at that. That's such a pretty green. Such a pretty green. Law asks, which Ninja Turtle had to die to make this possible? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we'll kill off Mikey because he seems like the one that would die first. He'd probably do something stupid and die. Come on. There we guys. I'm doing a thicker coat of green over this brown strap just because we want it to look green and not brown. For sure. Let's see. We need a Super Mario Galaxy 3, Jordan says. I agree, because Super Mario Galaxy means more Rosalina, and she's my favorite. Mother of the galaxy, star mommy. Rosalina. Boom, look at that. Beautiful green sheen. Boop. Now we're going to take some black paint and we're going to go along the little like ridges to kind of highlight everything and make it just pop a little bit more. So let's see. Jerry says that he thinks you can get the Ninja Turtle shell at Walmart too. Probably. I'm sure you could get something like this at any sort of toy store, but Amazon's my favorite because I don't have to leave my house. So just follow the natural indents that are already in our shell. And darken them up for a little bit of dimension. Woo! Nice. It's like geometry. Let's see, wow. Woohoo! Thanks, Kyle. He says my Waluigi hat is awesome. This was my Halloween costume last year, which was real fun. Focus and get these lines as clean as possible, but nothing in nature is clean. So, it's not gonna look amazing. Let's see. Daisy. Oh, there's a Daisy. Amanda says Daisy. There's one of the ladies. I want to know Daisy's origin. Like, where is she from? I think I missed that in the games. Or does it even go, like, through it? She just kind of looks like a recolored peach. So if anybody knows what is up with Daisy, please educate me. What is up with Daisy? Did she just exist because they were like, you know what, Luigi's lonely. He can't be that brother that just lives in the basement. We'll give him a girl. What? Yeah. Princess of Srirachaland?
She's a tomboy and made her debut in Super Mario Land.
Oh, Law says she's a tomboy.
And then she came back from Mario Tennis.
I wonder, are she and Luigi a thing? Is that canon? Or am I just like,
I think that's like a strong ship.
am I just like hoping for Luigi's sake?
Yeah. She was his love interest in the live action movie John Leguizamo.
Okay, we're not talking about the live action movie, Law. Did anybody see the live action movie? Who likes it? The live action movie was terrible. Maybe the princess's name was Daisy, but she looked just like Peach. Maybe that's what it was. Or she was blonde. Were there several princesses? I don't know. That movie is a blur. A terrible, terrible blur. Oh ho ho! Jerry says Bowser would own Mario. Let's hope, because I'm making Bowser's shell. Let's hope that somebody out there likes him, or I'm doing this for nothing. I don't think Bowser was in the live action movie. I can't remember though. It's been a while. It's terrible. what's Bowser's deal? Why does he always want Peach? Does he just hate Mario, or does he like genuinely want to find love?
I think he's trying to find love.
That's not how you do it, Bowser. You don't just steal women.
I mean, in the end, all
Gotta-
bad guys just find love, right?
Wine and dine him instead.
So he's trying to figure out what good people think.
Absolutely.
Get attention.
What is Bowser's deal? Why is he so angry? Does he need a Snickers? All right, there you go, guys. Look at that. Nice indented turtle shell things, plates. And now we are going to take some, this is an off-white paint. It's not actually white, it's actually called unbleached titanium. Who names these paints? What does that even mean? Anyways, we're using an off-white because it looks a little bit more natural and organic and more like bone or shell or something. So I'm going to do this outside dealio. Let's see what's going on in chat. Who all's in chat? What are you doing? Ooh, let's see. Who's your favorite princess? Mario princess. That's what I want to know. Let's see. Whoa, I missed a lot. Okay, Tiana says she liked Yoshi in the movie. Yoshi was probably the best part, but I feel like it was kind of a cop-out that he was just a real dinosaur. I thought maybe you should do something a little more, I don't know, stylized. Then again, you can't complain because the rest of the movie was terrible. So there's that. All right, guys. Nice off-white color to mimic that line around the outside of Bowser's shell. Hell yeah. Doing this thing. What is your favorite Mario Kart power-up? Which power-up were you like hoping the box gave you when you were playing? I want to know. Mine is always the star because I'm basic and I love just wrecking all the competition. But what do you guys like? Do you guys like the shell? Were you a dick? Did you like banana peels and then you like put the banana peel out and then you slip on your own banana peel? Because karma? Tell me, let me know. I want to know. All right, just going around doing this thing. It's so fun. It's looking pretty good so far. This poor table has so much. Oh, giant bullet. The blue shell. Ooh, Tiana says her favorite Mario princess is Rosalina. Yeah! You win. I'm not biased at all. Painting, painting, painting. This is the most tedious process today. The rest will go by pretty fast, but just getting this base layer of paint on is always something that takes the most time and concentration. But it's looking pretty good so far. You guys starting to see Bowser? Ooh, lightning bolt. Make everybody tiny little babies. And you are the king of the babies. Yeah, at home you can definitely take the straps off and try to find another way to put it on your back. But for simplicity's sake, I'm keeping the straps on, and that's how I'm going to attach it to my back today. But there are other ways you can do it. You can do magnets, so you don't have any straps. Probably some other different kind of cooler looking system. I have faith in you guys. Look at this shell. It's so righteous. Goombas. Gotta love the Goombas. What's your favorite Mario game? That's another good question. Which one do you like the best? I think the one I've played the most is definitely Mario Kart, because that's one of those games you just play at like parties or whenever, so probably I've played that one the most. But I don't know that it's my favorite. Or did you guys play Odyssey? What did you think of Odyssey? I own it, but I haven't played it yet because I'm still on that Breath of the Wild kick. I almost stopped playing Breath of the Wild when Skyrim came out for the Switch, but I didn't. It's still so good. I also started playing late, so I'm always late to the game. Look at this, we're almost done with the white part. Oh, excuse me, unbleached titanium part. Not white. Anybody find out what Hooker's green is? What's that a reference to? I need to know. Okay guys, so we did that part, and now we are going to take some black paint with our thin brush. This one's thinner. And we're gonna just, actually I think we're gonna use brown for this instead of black. So there's a little more contrast. Oh no! Is this new paint? It's new paint! You guys get to witness such an amazing moment opening new paint. Wow. Boop. I'm gonna use brown and just kind of like lightly follow the pattern of the shell just a little bit. It doesn't have to be super accurate or anything, but it will kind of mimic the like striations that are on a real turtle's shell. They have all those like striations and stuff. It just mimics the pattern of their shell. You can tell how old a turtle is by how many things are in its stripes are in its shell. No, you can't. I don't know. That's probably not real. Don't listen to me, guys. And we'll just do it for every single one of these little plates. You're giving it just a little bit more dimension. Because dimension is very important when you're trying to make something look realistic. Because we live in a world of 3D. So as much dimension as you can give something, the more organic and realistic it'll look. And the more cartoon in 2D you want something, the less detail you want to give it. And we're going for slightly realistic, obviously not spot on because we don't have that much time. But just kind of go. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be too fine of a detail. Just a little bit of dimension. So turtly, look at it. Woo, turtly. As heck. Look it, I made an adjective. Turtly. I'm gonna start using that. If you guys use that, you better cite me. My mom, growing up, had like hundreds of rescue turtles in our backyard. Not lying, it's the truth. So I know exactly what a turtle looks like. I like turtles. Boom, look at that, looking pretty good. Aha! So turtly. Slow and steady wins the race, but we only have an hour to do this, so not gonna be too slow. But at home, take your time. Make these lines way finer and precise. And your Bowser shell will look even better than mine. Look at that go. Why are there so many plates on the shell? Looking so turtly. Turtle-rific. Cowabunga. Just kidding, wrong franchise. What species is Bowser? He's obviously not full turtle. Is he supposed to be a snapping turtle? I don't know. He's a snapping turtle. Just have a good time with it, guys. So tedious. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you guys are still watching me do this. I swear it's gonna get really cool in a minute. When we move on to the spikes. Oh yeah. Poor Bowser never gets a break, but he was kind of a jerk when he like ruined their wedding in Odyssey. It's like, oh, I know she's marrying you, bro, but maybe I still have a chance. Let me just steal her again. 'Cause that's my MO, and I'm not very creative. Poor Bowser. Da, 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 da. It's looking righteous. If I do say so myself, and I do. So turtly. All right, guys. It looks like I'm running out of plates to paint. And the next step's gonna be making some spikes. I'll probably have to let this baby dry in between. There you go, guys. Look at that. So righteous. Look at him. He looks great. Okay, guys, we are going to let this shell dry, and I'm going to start prepping things for our spikes. So why don't we check out Dave and Law and figure out what's going on for halftime?
And there we are. Welcome to halftime, everybody. I'm Dave.
And I'm Law.
And we are talking a little Mario Kart.
We are.
In honor of Bowser's shell.
Yes.
In honor of all of the shells, right?
Yes.
Let's not exclude any. You know,
Yeah.
green,
Green,
red,
red,
blue.
blue.
Doesn't matter the color of your shell. We're here to talk about it on today's halftime show.
Absolutely.
Well, how do you feel about the Mario Kart game and its evolution?
It's great. I love it. I love it too much, actually.
Yeah, I'm not a big gamer, but
Yeah.
I'm a big Mario Kart.
I'm huge in Mario Kart.
Very much addicted.
I think when I first caught the bug, if you will, it was SNES back in the day.
Yep.
And the battle zone with the balloons and stuff, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is how I want to live my life for the rest of my life.
It's just in a battle.
Yeah.
Tell me not every time you've been on a go-kart, there's a moment where you're like, I'm about to mess these people up.
Yeah.
You just want to go full head on.
Yeah.
And just see if you can,
It's a lot
destroy
harder to
them.
drift in real life than
That
it
is true. That is very
in
true.
the video game. But I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart just recently, actually. I think it's Mario Kart 8 on the Switch.
Yeah, we got it here at the office, and it's pretty much all we do.
We get a lot of work done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's your go-to character in Mario Kart?
It used to be Toad for some reason. It used to always be Toad. I had a mushroom cut as a kid. Maybe that initial connection,
Yeah.
But nowadays, I'm all about Luigi. I just want him to stand out above the crowd and shun his older, less talented brother.
Yeah, we don't really talk about the psyche of
Vanilla.
Luigi enough, but it's got to be pretty tough on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is he the older or the younger brother? Do we even know?
I think he's the younger one, but like
He's the younger brother. He's living in the shadow of the older bro, who's obviously more popular.
when
than
it
he is.
comes to Mario lore, I feel like I make it up most of the time.
Yeah, I feel like we don't really know too much about the characters.
No, like what is the motivation of Peach not being in the right castle at times? You know?
I just don't
What's
know.
going on in there?
I don't know.
I think she wants to run away.
My go-to has always been Wario.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wario is a great one.
It's great because the bigger characters, I feel like they handle a little better, they're sturdier. And if you're doing battle,
Yeah.
you don't even have to have anything. You can just go full steam at someone
Yeah, and then you can
take
pop a
away
balloon,
one of
right?
their balloons.
It's so messed up.
It's a beautiful thing.
I was gonna say Wario games are actually my favorite of like the Mario series in general. Like
Oh, yeah.
I love like all the little mini games that they have, especially
Yeah.
on the DS. That one was super fun.
Yeah.
So we got some comments here. Tiona is saying that battle mode's fun. She also called attention to the fact that we didn't switch over for halftime, but now we're here.
Hey guys,
So like, hey, what's up?
it's not just Super News, it's Super News Live.
Ooh,
Okay.
I love Luigi's Haunted Mansion. Do you remember playing that at all?
Haunted Mansion. I don't remember playing that.
I had like a
remember-
vacuum and a
I
flashlight.
remember,
and it
I
was
remember
sucking up-
Dr. Mario. That
Yeah.
one was super fun. Speaking of Mario Kart, though, I
Yes.
always wondered what it would be like. Like I said, you can go to a go-karting place and you kind of get the feel of it. But what would it be like if we actually experienced Mario Kart IRL?
Interesting. That's. Did you
Saw
just
those
catch that
reflexes?
green
You
shell?
saw those reflexes. I catch it
Wow.
and I send it right back.
Wow, amazing, amazing.
That is because I'm used to Mario Kart IRL because I made a few of our panel from Monday's Showdown experience it. Here we have Mario Kart IRL. It's okay. Welcome everybody to another edition of Gaming IRL. Today, it's Super Mario Kart, baby. I got Leah, I got Joe. Let's find out how we're gonna make this IRL. Come over here. So, as we know, Mario Kart can throw a lot of things at you. Every time that Joe or Leah hit a banana, they're gonna get a banana in the old kisser. Obviously this
Oh boy.
will be right in their ear. There's an ink splat. We got some fun gag that'll go over the eyes. It's a little harder for them to see. We have blue shell. We have red shell. We have green shell. It's time to get silly. Silly string action. All right. Let's get things going.
This is very distracting.
Eat a banana. Use it. Where's your goggles? Put your goggles. Put the goggles. Bananas. Potassium. Oh no! I don't like that. Oh. Joe's got ink on the eyes. Oh. Can you see? Can you see? Oh.
Smells so bad.
Oh yeah. That's what I did. They still have one left. There's another green. Splat, 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 splat. That's on your mouth.
It's time for this, guys. I'm trying to win. Say one in my mouth.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, I got him. I got him with the shell. I'm gonna get snagged. Oh God. They got in my mouth.
I'm exhausted. Me too. I'm so sorry. Water break, water break, water break, water break. You guys keep playing. No water. All right. So hard. There's a lot of running back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's still there. I just don't know. Like they might have changed it or something.
We played hard, they played hard. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all playing. You know, we'll get them next time.
You go, little girl, baby.
Why does this keep happening?
Oh
I
man.
swear I'm really good at this game.
Mario Kart IRL. Joe Bowser. Tune in next week. We'll be right back for Super News Live Showdown with another edition of Gaming IRL. Guys, hit another banana. I'm starving. That was great. And also, whoop, clean this up.
Woohoo! We are back. So right now we have a pretty good looking turtle shell, but what really makes this shell Bowser is the spikes, the epic spikes. Law is poised to throw a shell at me. If it happens, I quit. Or I have this shell I can throw right back like a frisbee. It's also pretty hard. Anyways, look at this bad boy, it looks pretty cool. But it just looks like a normal turtle. So we're gonna get spiky and gross. I'm gonna take Model Magic. You can get this stuff at probably any craft store, maybe even like Walmart, I'm not sure. I've never looked at Walmart, but this one just happens to be the color red, but we're gonna paint it so it really doesn't matter what color you start with. It's gonna take a nice, decent sized amount, roll it into a ball. Actually, I think I want a little bit more, teeny bit more. There's always something that gets your aggression out during this show, and this is it. Rolling this bad boy into a ball. There we go. Nice, decent little ball of red clay. And now just kind of using your fingers, start smooshing it into spike shape. Or a Christmas tree. Or a poop. You know, one of those shaped things. A mountain. Now this is pretty sticky stuff, so I'm gonna continue sculpting it on paper so it doesn't stick to our cutting board that I'm rolling this out on. So you kind of get the general shape like that. Make a little triangle dealio. And then take it, put it on its side, and very, very gently kind of roll out some of the lumps. Bad lumps. So we have this beautiful little cone. Look at him. He's a happy little cone. Now, Bowser's spike also has this little lip on the bottom. So take a little bit more of your foam and roll it out like a snake. A sneaky snake. There we go. And then we're gonna hug our cone with our snake. Aw, how sweet. He likes him. And then kind of cut off some of the excess and like smush it all back together. Now since we're going with a little bit, I'll make sure you put away your foam clay as soon as you're done using it because it air dries and you will have a nice solid hunk of foam clay if you don't put it away right away. I've never done that before. I don't know from experience. Anyways, there we go. We got our nice little spiky doodle. You can kind of see it, looks like a little hat. And we're going with a more realistic look for our shell, so I'm going to use my seam ripper. You can use a safety pin, a toothpick, whatever you happen to have. And we're gonna draw some lines to make our spike look a little more organic and a little bit more like bone or something. So just, you can really get in there. You want your striations pretty deep. I don't know how well you can see them on camera, but once we paint it and it's different colors, you'll be able to notice that they're there. And they really kind of add just some more dimension. Like I was saying earlier, dimension makes things look a lot more realistic. And it's all in the paint job. Make some cool spikes. How's everybody doing in chat? Have you guys ever made any sort of anything using foam clay, like Model Magic? I want to know. It's great fun, and you really wouldn't think about it because it's kind of in the kids' craft aisle, but it is a great for cosplay, for like sculpting all sorts of stuff. I swear to God, if you throw that at me, I'm gonna kill you. Now we're gonna take our seam ripper, and along the bottom, we're gonna poke a couple little holes in it to make it look a little bit more organic too and give it some texture, because texture in nature is key. Texture in nature is key. See, this also gets rid of a lot of aggression, just stabbing things repeatedly. Get it all out. Your friends are trying to throw shells at you. Just stab this and you'll feel a lot better. There we go. You can't really see, unfortunately, a lot of the detail because it's all one color, but we're gonna start painting. You're in luck. Johannes! I swear to God. I'm gonna go for, no. I got him, you guys. I got La. Poor thing, he's just hit constantly. All right, now we're going to start painting. Painting. So first we're gonna use like a tan, any sort of tan, like a darker, like beige even, not even tan, beige. And with a smaller brush, we are going to take our beige paint and try to get it really, really deep in the striations. So the darker paint is gonna go pretty deep into the thing. See? Really use your bristles and get on in there. You want the paint to get in all those little grooves that you just made using whatever thing you use to make your striations. Look, it's really starting to look like a little mound of poop. All this brown. I swear to God, it's gonna look way better in just a second, you guys. Just bear with me, these awkward middle stages. It's a Hershey's Kiss. We're gonna go with that, not poop. Just kidding, it's poop. Okay, guys. Here we go. Go all the way around with your darker paint. Now normally you would let your foam clay dry before you start painting it. You can paint it wet, obviously I'm doing it, but we don't have the time to sit here and let it dry. we're just gonna go ham. But at home, if you do have the time, just let it dry and it will be easier to paint on, and it also won't move as you paint it. You don't have to be as gentle. All right, guys, and we're also gonna paint the little lip around it too. Try to get into some of those little dots that you just made. Just a little bit, all the way around, look at us go. You can kind of see the striations a little bit better now that it's got a little bit more color on it, but not yet. You'll see them in just a second though, real well. Super duper well. There we go, now it's brown. Yay! Don't worry about getting the base too great because we're going to paint that orange anyways, so it's okay if a little bit of the red shines through just a bit. Now we're gonna take our slightly larger brush. Mother! I swear to God, I'm gonna hurt somebody. Did you see that? I'm not crazy, right? As soon as this is done, I'm throwing it as hard as I can at somebody. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, now we're going to take some of our unbleached titanium or whatever sort of off-white color you have and very lightly paint. Very, very lightly paint over it. I feel personally attacked, you guys. Is it because I'm Waluigi? Is it because I'm a villain? Or is it just because I'm Jess and you guys are dicks? God. I'm gonna turn into Made of Might, kick your butts later, soon. All right, guys. I think I need a little bit more unbleached titanium, but now that we have 2 layers of different colored paints on, you can really start to see the striations popping out in sort of a 3D-esque effect. Can you see it? Can you see that? And in a perfect world, I would have a lot of time to have these dry perfectly so that each layer of paint you put on is just a little bit more distinct than the one before it. But today, I feel like I might get a bunch of turtle shells thrown at me and I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Get out of here. There you go. Doesn't that kind of look like bone now? You can start to see the little grooves that I put in it and that you're gonna put in it with your whatever thing you use is. And now, this little ring around it is orange. So we're gonna take some orange paint. We based it out in brown so that the orange isn't gonna be as fluorescent as the paint and it's gonna just be more of a wash so it looks a little more realistic. So here we go, paint this orange. So orange, so amazing. Wow, Jess, you're so great at this. I know, you don't have to tell me. How's everybody in chat doing? It's just super news, always clowning. Yep. Wouldn't have it any other way. It would just be boring. See that beautiful orange hue? So pretty. Gorgeous orange. Go all the way around our base. Now that it's got more paint on it, a lot of our details that we added in the first stage of clay making are really popping, and that's what we wanted. We wanted them to pop. And then our last paint step for the spikes is going to be taking a little bit more of that brown, and you're going to start from the base of your spike and kind of bring it up. See that? You're doing like sort of a little wash to give it a little bit more dimension. Need more paint. Start from the bottom and just bring it up really gently to create like an ombre sort of effect, which is going to look like just a bit more organic, and that's what we're going for today. We don't want anything to be one boring color. We want it to be a million colors, like Rainbow Road, except for not at all, because we're using like brown. Look at that beautiful Bowsery spike. Now for the spikes, you're definitely going to want to make one per plate because Bowser has basically one spike in the middle of each of the plate of his shells. The shell? You guys know what I'm talking about. So we don't have time to make any more than one. So at home, I made a button. Whee! And this is what they're gonna look like when they're dry. Look at this butt ton of spikes. They're so exciting. And the last thing we're gonna do to our shell is glue these bad boys on. So here are our spikes. Here's our shell. Here's some nifty hot glue. Just put a little bit of hot glue, maybe. There we go. In the middle of our foam clay. And stick it right in the middle of the shell. Now the foam clay, even when it's dry, should be a little malleable, so you should be able to kind of like push it into place and glue it down fairly seamlessly. One. Starting to look kind of red. Look at these spikes. The spikiest spikes that ever spiked. And you can kind of see how realistic they look, how our paint job is going to translate once it's dry. And also, if you let your paint dry in between each coat, you're going to get a better result towards the end. Faux show. And that's how you paint bone spikes. And you can use this technique in cosplay for all sorts of different like organic looks. Like if you need some spikes for some armor or whatever, you can easily make them out of foam clay and then paint them to look really ridiculously cool later. Yeah, hot glue, so hot and exciting. Boom. Ooh. You can see on the bottom of the spikes that they are all that like red color of the foam. And then with the paint job, they transformed into more organic shapes. See, red, just red foam. But paint can change anything. Looking pretty cool. This one is a monster. Might move this one to over here. Just ignore the Ninja Turtle logo, guys. Do me a favor and ignore it. And I'm gonna strategically cover these holes with a spike. And last but not least, our very gooey new spike. Quite gooey. We're gonna glue him on anyways. When you do this at home, just do yourself a favor and wait for it to dry overnight before you try to glue it on your shell. But today, we're gonna be adventurous and we're just gonna go for it. Because why not? Gooey. Boom! There we go, guys. Our epic Bowser shell. Ha 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 ha. Does it look terrifying? I'm gonna try to put it on. Let's hope it doesn't fall apart. Let's hope I can get it on my back. Now we're ready to go kill Mario. Steal his girl. That's creepy. Do you like it? Boom. I think Bowser would love if everybody cosplayed him. A poor gooey Spike. Yeah. Righteous, righteous. I'm wearing it backwards. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you found this tutorial easy, and I really hope to see everybody else's Bowser shells in the future. If you make one, make sure you tag me, and if you want to see us mod something online, make sure you let us know in the comments below. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.
Oh, are you guys still watching? Oh, that's awkward. Oh, well, you should probably then tune in each and every day at noon to Super News Live. So that's tomorrow because we're done here. So you can leave, but come back tomorrow. But leave, but come back tomorrow. I'm gonna leave. Who am I kidding? I don't have anywhere to go.